नमः सर्वेभ्यः। राम राम राम। शुभ मंगलवासरः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा। ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। नमः सर्वेभ्यः। राम राम राम। अद्य परिचयस्तरस्य पुनस्मरणवर्गः। नपिने भगिनी अस्ति वा? भावे प्रयोगः कः इति प्रथमं पाठयतु इति भवती पृष्टवती। अस्तु। सामान्यतया धातुः कथं भवति? वाक्ये अत्र कर्तृपदं भवति, कर्मपदं भवति, अनन्तरं क्रियापदं भवति। सकर्मक धातवः सन्ति चेत् तादृश वाक्यानि भवन्ति। अकर्मक धातवः सन्ति चेत् कथं भवति? अत्र कर्तृपदम् अस्ति, अकर्मकः इत्युक्ते कर्मपदं नास्ति। तादृशाः धातवः कथं भवन्ति? कर्तृपदमस्ति, क्रियापदमस्ति, कर्मपदं नास्ति। यत्र कर्मणि प्रयोगे अकर्मक धातवः सन्ति भावे प्रयोगः इति उच्यते। उदाहरणं बालकः पठति। पठति इति सकर्मक धातुः। बालकः किं पठति अथवा कं पठति? बालकः पाठं पठति। कर्तरि प्रयोगः। कर्मणि प्रयोगे परिवर्तनं बालकेन पाठः पठ्यते। कर्मणि प्रयोगे क्रियापदं कर्मपदम् अनुसरति। अस्मिन् वाक्ये तु बालकेन पाठः पठ्यते। पाठः इति एकवचनं, तदर्थं पठ्यते इति भवति। बालकः पाठान् पठति इति वाक्यपरिवर्तनं कुर्मः चेत् बालकेन पाठाः पठ्यन्ते। पुनः लट्लकाररूपं कर्मणि प्रयोगः क्रियापदं कर्मपदम् अनुसरति। किमर्थम्? अत्र सकर्मक धातुः अस्ति। अत्र पठ् इति धातुं स्वीकुर्मः चेत् अत्र किं पठति इति प्रश्नं प्रष्टुं शक्यते। अकर्मक धातवः सन्ति चेत् तादृश प्रश्नः न भवति। बालकः धावति, किं धावति इति प्रश्नं प्रष्टुं न शक्यते। बालकः धावति, the boy runs. Boy runs what? Question is not possible. बालकः धावति। अत्र पश्यतु, कर्मपदं नास्ति। बालकः धावति एव। बालकः कर्तृपदं, धावति क्रियापदं। कर्मणि प्रयोगे परिवर्तनं कुर्मः चेत् कर्मणि प्रयोगे क्रियापदं किम् अनुसरति? कर्मपदम् अनुसरति। किन्तु अकर्मक धातुः अस्ति चेत् अत्र कर्मपदं नास्ति। तदर्थं कर्तृपदं प्रथमा विभक्तौ कर्तरि प्रयोगे भवति। समानं कर्मणि प्रयोगे कर्तृपदं तृतीया विभक्तौ भवति। अत्र किमपि भेदः नास्ति। यथा लट्लकार परिवर्तनं, लङ्लकार परिवर्तनं, लोट्लकार परिवर्तनं कुर्मः चेत् कथं प्रथमा विभक्तौ प्रथमा विभक्तिः कर्तृपदम् अस्ति, परिवर्तनं तृतीया विभक्तौ भवति। क्रियापदं कर्तृपदम् अनुसरति कर्तरिप्रयोगे, किन्तु अकर्मक धातुः अस्ति चेत् अत्र कर्मणि प्रयोगे कर्मपदं नास्ति। तदर्थं क्रियापदं सर्वदा प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनम् एव। क्रियापदम् आत्मनेपदी धातुः एव, अत्र भेदः नास्ति। So the akarmaka dhatu does not have karmapada, so there is nothing to follow. Because we don't have anything to follow, the karmani parivartanam will always be in prathama purushah ekavachanam. So balakah dhavati, balakena dhavyate, karmapadam nasti, tadartam prathama purushah एकवचनं धाव्यते, धाव्येते, धाव्यन्ते, एकवचनम् अत्र धाव्यते, प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं। द्वितीयवाक्यं पश्यतु, बालकाः धावन्ति, पुनः लट्लकारः बहुवचनं, बहवः बालकाः सन्ति, बालकाः धावन्ति, कर्मपदं नास्ति। बालकैः, बालकाः इति पदस्य परिवर्तनं तृतीया विभक्तौ बालकैः इति भवति रामशब्दवत्, किन्तु अत्र कर्मपदं नास्ति, तदर्थं पुनः प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनम् एव। बालकैः धाव्यते, अत्र कर्मपदं नास्ति, तदर्थं लट्लकारः, लङ्लकारः, लोट्लकारः अस्ति चेत् अत्र प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनम् एव। इक्तप्रयोगः तव्यत् अनीयर् मध्ये अत्र एकवचनं नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपं भवति। अत्र पश्यतु, बालकः धावितवान्, धावितवान्, पुनः धाव् धातुः अकर्मकः, अत्र कर्मपदं नास्ति। बालकेन धावितं, नपुंसकलिङ्गपदम् एकवचनं, कर्मपदं नास्ति। बालकः पद्यानि पठितवान् इति पदम् अस्ति चेत् बालकेन पद्यानि पठितानि इति लेखितुं शक्यते। अत्र पठितानि इति पद्यानि इति कर्मपदम् अनुसरति, किन्तु अकर्मक धातोः मध्ये अत्र कर्मपदं नास्ति, तदर्थं तप्रयोगे नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपम् एकवचनम् एव। पुनः बालकाः धावितवन्तः, बालकैः, अत्र परिवर्तनं तृतीया विभक्तौ बालकैः, पुनः नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपम् एकवचनं धावितम् इति भवति। समानमेव तव्यत् अनीयरूपमपि, अत्र लकाररूपं तु प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं, तव्यत् अनीयर् तप्रयोगे नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपम् एकवचनं, तदर्थं समानं भवति। पठ्यते, अपठ्यत, पठ्यतां, पठितव्यं, पठनीयं, पठितं, भावे प्रयोगे तादृशानि पदानि एव भवन्ति। प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं, नपुंसकलिङ्गः एकवचनम्। अत्र पठ्यते, अपठ्यत, पठ्यतां, प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं। किमर्थम्? एतानि लकार रूपं, नपुंसकलिङ्गः एकवचनं, पठितव्यं, पठनीयं, पठितम्, अत्र प्रयोगरूपं, प्रत्ययरूपम्। अत्र नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपम् एकवचनं, पठितव्यं, पठनीयं, पठितं, किन्तु अत्र पठ् इति दोषः अस्ति. I think it will be good if I can correct this, because pat is an sakarmaka dhatuh. Just hold on a second. Let me use dhav. Dhavyate, adhavyata, dhavyata. Dhavitavyam. I don't think you can see my edit. Zoom is not letting me share while I'm editing. Dhavaniyam. Dhavitam. Yeah, I think this makes more sense. अत्र धाव्यते, अधाव्यत, धाव्यतां, धावितव्यं, धावनीयं, धावितम्. पठ इति सकर्मकः, so that example doesn't hold good. नपिने भगिनी इदानीम् अवगतं वा?
நமஸ்தே ஜி.
நமஸ்காரம்.
இப்ப டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன்ல குழந்தைகள் அழுதன அப்படி சொல்லி கொடுத்திருக்கா. ஆனா பாலிகாபிகி தாபிதம்னு சொல்லிவிட தாபியத்தே குழந்தை சிசுபிகி ருதிதம்னு கொடுத்து இது பண்றதை விட சிசுபிகி ருத்யத்தேன்னு எழுதலாம் இல்லையா?
I think I covered this, Bagni. So you have to see whether it is lakara or it is a prayoga or a pratyaya, right? There are three lakaras. If there are three, the lakaras have to be translated directly. How do you translate them? Lat lakara becomes lat lakarah, lang lakarah becomes lang lakarah, lot lakarah becomes lot lakarah, vidhiling lakarah becomes tavyat aniyat. And tavatu pratyayah becomes ta prayogah. So shishubihi rudyate is what lakara?
குழந்தைகள் அழுதுனன்னு தமிழ்ல கொடுத்திருக்கா.
குழந்தைகள் அழுதன. You're saying whether the translation you can write? Go ahead.
சிசுபிகி ருத்யத்தேன்னு எழுதலாமா கேக்குறேன். ஆன்சர் ருதிதம்னு கொடுத்திருக்க ஆன்சர்ல.
Rudyate means the crying is being done by the children. Aludana, kulandegal alugindrana will be rudyate. Aludana is what kalam?
Bhutakalam. Bhutakalam.
So you have to either use lang lakarah or you have to use tavatu pratyayah. So tavatu pratyayah will become ta in Karmani-prayoga.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Kala सूचना अत्र मुख्या भवति. कालः कः, वर्तमानकालः वा भूतकालः वा इति अस्माभिः द्रष्टव्यः. अस्तु, व्याकरण पुनस्मरणं करिष्यामः.
இப்ப அவ சொன்ன மாதிரி தமிழ்ல கொடுக்கும்போது பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ்னும் போது அது இக்த பிரயோகல இருக்கா இல்ல நார்மல் லங்ல காரன்னு எப்படி எது போட்டாலும் கரெக்ட்? அது
both are right. So if it is a translation, the children cried, right? You can write it as or children laughed iti vakyam asti chet shishavaha or balakaha hasitavantah is also correct. Ahasan is also correct. When you do the translation, you can do it either in lang lakarah or in tavatu pratyayah. There is no error there.
Okay. In bhave prayogam,
give me the
bhave prayogathilum இப்ப அவ கேட்டா அஸ்யதே அஸ்யத அதன வரணும், அசிதம்னு போட்டுந்தது அப்படி சொன்னால இல்லையா?
Because you as long as it is bhutakalah, you are good. Even if it is bhave prayogah, bhave is nothing but karmani rupam, right? Laughing was done by children, right? If that is the sentence, then you can write it as ahasyata or hasitam. Both are right, but it has to be in bhutakalah. So it can only be lang lakarah or it can only be ta prayogah.
धन्यवाद.
व्याकरण विषयाः. विशेष्य विशेषण भावः. अत्र विशेषणपदं वैशिष्ट्यं वर्णयति. उदाहरणं सुन्दरः पुरुषः, एकः छात्रः, एका छात्रा, उत्तमा लेखनी, अनेके बालकः, अनेकाः बालिकाः, सुन्दरं पुष्पं, विशालानि गृहाणि, सर्वाणि गृहाणि। अत्र यत् पदं नामपदस्य वर्णनं करोति विशेषणम् इति उच्यते। नामपदम् अत्र विशेष्यपदं भवति। नियमः कः? यल्लिङ्गं यद्वचनं या च विभक्तिः विशेषस्य तल्लिङ्गं तद्वचनं सा विभक्तिः विशेषणस्य। विशेषणस्य विशेष्यपदस्य लिङ्गं वचनं विभक्तिः च विशेषणपदम् अनुसरति, समानं भवति। समानलिङ्गं समानवचनं समानविभक्तिः अत्र भवति। उदाहरणं नीलः मेघः। अत्र एतानि उदाहरणानि प्रथमा विभक्तिः एव, अत्र वचनमेव भेदः अस्ति वचने। नीलः मेघः, चतुरा बालिका, सुन्दरं नगरं, पुल्लिङ्गः स्त्रीलिङ्गः नपुंसकलिङ्गः। अत्र प्रायः अन्तिम अक्षरं समानं भवति। नीलः मेघः, चतुरा बालिका, सुन्दरं नगरं समानं भवति। अत्र ईकारान्तपदमस्ति चेत् दोषः भवितुम् अर्हति। समीचीनी लेखनी न, समीचीना लेखनी। किन्तु कानिचन पदानि अत्र ईकाररूपं प्राप्नोति। सुन्दरः रामः, सुन्दरं पुष्पं, सुन्दरा सीता न, अत्र सुन्दरी सीता। कथं ज्ञातुं शक्यते? कालक्रमेण ज्ञातुं शक्यते। अत्र सुन्दरः अस्ति चेत् सुन्दरी भवति, समीचीनः अस्ति चेत् समीचीना भवति इति कालक्रमेण ज्ञातुं शक्यते। अस्मिन् स्तरे तु सुन्दरः सामान्यतया अत्र प्रश्नः भवति। सुन्दरः, सुन्दरी, सुन्दरं, सुन्दराः पुरुषाः, चतुराः बालिकाः, उत्तमानि पुष्पाणि। अत्र अन्तिम अक्षरं समानं भवति, सामान्यतया समानं भवति। गुणवाचकशब्दाः अत्र गुणं वर्णयति। गुणः, दोषः, रङ्गः, आकारः, शेप् or the size, रसः, रसः कथमस्ति, कालबोधकः, प्राचीनः वा नवीनः वा नूतनः वा, स्पर्शबो, कठोरः, कोमलः, मृदु इति अत्र बहवः गुणवाचकशब्दाः सन्ति। विशेषणपदं, these are all adjectives is what we call in English. So adjectives: good boy, white horse, tall building, sweet milk, old country or old house, rough surface. यथा आङ्ग्लभाषायां भवति समानमेव संस्कृतभाषायामपि भवति गुणवाचकशब्दाः। अत्र समान अन्तिम अक्षरं श्रूयते। सप्तविभक्तिषु अपि भवति, अत्र सप्तविभक्तिषु अपि भवन्ति। चतुरः इति रामशब्दवत्, चतुरा इति लताशब्दवत्, चतुरम् इति फलशब्दवत्। वचनमपि वचनत्रये, एकवचनं, द्विवचनं, बहुवचनम्। अत्र नामपदस्य लिङ्गवचन विभक्तिं दृष्ट्वा अनन्तरं विशेषणपदं लेखनीयम्। उदाहरणं रामः प्रथमा विभक्तिः, सुन्दरः रामः। द्वितीया विभक्तिः रामं, सुन्दरं रामं। रामेण सह तृतीया विभक्तिः, सुन्दरेण रामेण। रामाय चतुर्थी विभक्तिः, यत्र दानक्रिया भवति, सुन्दराय रामाय। अपादानक्रिया स्वीकरोति, रामात्। कीदृशात् रामात्? सुन्दरात् रामात्। सम्बन्धकः रामस्य पिता, सुन्दरस्य रामस्य पिता दशरथः। अत्र सुन्दररामस्य अथवा सुन्दरः रामस्य पिता दशरथः दोषः सुन्दरस्य रामस्य पिता दशरथः स्निह् धातु अस्ति चेत् अत्र सप्तमी विभक्तिः भवति सुन्दरे रामे लक्ष्मणः स्निह्यति विश्वासः प्रीतिः प्रियः तादृशानि क्रियापदानि अथवा भावः अस्ति चेत् सप्तमी विभक्तिः भवति अत्र पश्यतु वृक्षाः बहुवचनम् उन्नताः छात्रं द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनं विनयशीलं पुष्पैः नपुंसकलिङ्गपदं नूतन फलेन फलाभ्यां फलैः समानं नूतनैः फलशब्दवत् लेखन्या तृतीया विभक्तिः अत्र दीर्घी न दीर्घा एव दीर्घया दीर्घा शब्दः लता शब्दवत् लता लते लताः लतां लते लताः लतया समानं दीर्घया लेखन्या लिखति लघु गुरु शब्दवत् there will generally be some question related to this लघु कन्दुकेन कन्दुकम् इति अथवा कन्दुकः द्वयमपि शुद्धमेव गुरु शब्दवत् गुरुः गुरु गुरवः गुरुं गुरु गुरून् गुरुणा इति भवति लघु लघुना अत्र उकारान्तपदमस्ति पुनः दानक्रिया अस्ति छात्रेभ्यः चतुरेभ्यः छात्राभ्यः फीमेल स्टूडेंट्स सन्ति चेत् चतुराभ्यः भवति उन्नतात् वृक्षात् अत्र पंचमी विभक्तिः समानं भवति अत्र प्रथमं लिङ्गं किम् इति पश्यतु अनन्तरं वचनं विभक्तिः लिङ्गः लिङ्गं वचनं विभक्तिम् अनुसरति विशेषणपदं संख्यावाचकः अत्र एकः द्वे त्रीणि चत्वारः पञ्च सप्तविंशतिः 27 संख्यावाचक पदेषु भेदः कः एकं तः पञ्चपर्यन्तं पुल्लिङ्गः स्त्रीलिङ्गः नपुंसकलिङ्गपदेषु भेदः भवति from 1 to 5 there is a difference एकः एका एकं द्वौ द्वे द्वे त्रयः तिस्रः त्रीणि चत्वारः चतस्रः चत्वारि क्षम्यताम् एकतः चत्वारि पर्यन्तं पञ्चतः अत्र भेदः नास्ति पञ्च 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 समानं भवति षट् 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 सप्त 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 so from 1 till 4 there is a difference based on the lingam पुल्लिङ्गः स्त्रीलिङ्गः नपुंसकलिङ्ग चेत् अत्र भेदः अस्ति त्रयः बालकः तिस्रः महिलाः त्रीणि पुष्पाणि भेदः अस्ति पञ्चतः समानं भवति विभक्तयः अपि अत्र भिन्नरूपेण भवन्ति अत्र सामान्यतया यथा सर्वनामपदम् अथवा किं शब्दः भवति समानं भवति एकः एकम् एकेन एकस्मै एकस्मात् एकस्य एकस्मिन् so this is very similar to the कः कं केन कस्मै कस्मात् कस्य कस्मिन् समानं का कां कया कस्यै कस्याः कस्याः कस्यां समानं भवति किं शब्दवत् भवति कुत्र पुल्लिङ्गरूपे स्त्रीलिङ्गरूपे नपुंसकरूपेषु भवन्ति समानमेव अत्र पुल्लिङ्गः दृष्ट्वा द्वौ द्वौ द्वे 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 लता लते लताः फलं फले फलानि अत्र समानं भवति अनन्तरं तृतीया विभक्तितः सप्तमी विभक्तिपर्यन्तं समानं भवति द्वाभ्यां 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 द्वयोः द्वयोः समानं भवति त्रयः किंचित् कठिनकरं भवति त्रयः त्रीन् त्रिभिः त्रिभ्यः त्रिभ्यः त्रियाणां नास्ति त्रयाणाम् अनन्तरं त्रिषु अत्र पश्यतु त्रयः त्रयाणां प्रथमा षष्टि एव त्र भवति अनन्तरं त्रीन् द्वितीया विभक्तिः बहुवचनं सर्वदा दीर्घरूपं भवति खलु रामान् गुरून् धेनुः दीर्घरूपं भवति त्रीन् अनन्तरं त्रिभिः त्रिभ्यः त्रिषु वेरी सिमिलर टू राम शब्द बट विथ त्रि तिस्रः सामान्यतया प्रथमा विभक्तिः द्वितीया विभक्तिः च स्त्रीलिंग शब्दे समानं भवति लता लते लताः लतां लते लताः समानं भवति तिस्रः तिसृभिः तिसृभ्यः तिसृणां तिसृषु त्रीणि फलं फले फलानि बहुवचनमेव फ्रॉम थ्री इट कैन ओनली बी बहुवचनम इट कैनॉट बी एकवचनम और द्विवचनम त्रिभ्यः पुनः त्रयाणां फ्रॉम तृतीया विभक्तिः समानं भवति तृतीया विभक्तिः तः समानं भवति यथा पुल्लिंग शब्दः भवति चत्वारः चतुरः दिस इज अ कॉमन मिस्टेक मोस्ट लाइकली a question चतुरः अम्बा चतुरः पुत्रान् आह्वयति पुत्रान् द्वितीया विभक्तिः क्लेवर सन्स कुंती चतुरान् पुत्रान् आह्वयति calls कुंती चतुरान् पुत्रान् पश्यति sees so अत्र पुत्रान् अस्ति चेत् चतुरान् इति दोषः अस्ति so we tend to say कुंती चतुरान् पुत्रान् पश्यति अत्र दोषः चतुरान् न भवति चतुरः is the when it is the sankhya chaturan putran kutra bhavati when can the sentence be kunti chaturan putran pashyati sankhya asti chet chaturah iti bhavati kutra bhavati
पूर्ण प्रत्ययन्तः सिंगुलर वर्ब
no
चतुरान चतुरान அறிவுள்ள மாணவன் அப்படினு மாணவர்கள் போது
अत्र चतुरान् पुत्रान् then Kunti is calling her wise children iti arthah bhavati Kunti is calling four or seeing four sons iti bhavati chet chaturah putran pashyati अथवा आह्वयति सम्यक् भगिनि अत्र चतुर्भिः चतुर्भ्यः चतुर्णां चतुर्षु चतस्रः चत्वारि तृतीया विभक्ति पर्यन्तं समानं भवति अत्र पंचभिः समानं वेरी सिमिलर पंचानां पंचसु पंच इति संख्यातः अत्र सु भवति पंचन् शब्दः सप्तन् शब्दः षट् षड्भ्यः षण्णां this is a common mistake it's not षड्नाम it is षण्णां षट्सु सप्त सप्तभिः सप्तभ्यः सप्तानां सप्तसु सर्वनामपदानि अपि विशेषणरूपेण एव भवन्ति सः बालकः एतान् बालकान् अनेन बालकेन कस्याः बालिकायाः सर्वे जनाः these are also they all are adjectives that define the namapada anekani phalani anyan purushan so these also become the visheshana padas purna pratyantah this is a common thing that we make a mistake ekanimsham dadatu atra prathamah balakah the difference between ordinals and cardinals the first boy iti bhavati द्वितीया बालिका तृतीया बालिका the third girl पंचमी बालिका कथं भवति? चत्वारि वाहनानि सन्ति, एतत्तु चतुर्थं वाहनं. There are 4 vehicles. This purple color one is the 4th one. Chaturtham vahanam. Purna pratyanta रूपेषु एकं द्वे त्रीणि चत्वारि पञ्च संख्यारूपं. समानं प्रथमः द्वितीयः तृतीयः चतुर्थः पञ्चमः. समानं प्रथमा द्वितीया तृतीया 4 अथवा चत्वारि इति पूर्णप्रत्यान्तः. तः चतुर्थः न चतुर्था न चतुर्थी. Easy way to remember is remember the tithi, right? Titiya pada is strilinga roopam. So we say prathama, dvitiya, tritiya, chaturthi, panchami, shashti. So from 4, chaturthi bhavati. Napumsakalinge tu prathamam, dvitiyam, tritiyam, chaturtham, panchamam. That is easy. Sapta, saptami, ashtami, dashami, ekadashi. All this is okay. Now, vimshatitah tamaha iti yojaniyah. Tamaha, vimshatitamaha. Vimshatitami, vimshatitamam. Trimshat tamaha. So, itta. Trimshattamaha, trimshattami, trimshattamam. Shatatamaha, the 100th boy, the 100th girl, the 100th vehicle, 100th pushpam when we do archanai. Shatatamam pushpam. Sankhya ekam asti chet sankhya roopamapi shuddhameva purna pratyanta roopamapi shuddhameva. How do you find out the difference between sankhya and purna pratyantaha? When the number is greater than 1, but the namapada is in ekavachanam, then it becomes purna pratyantaha. The 5th boy, the 100th verse. So it is not 100th verses. We say 100 verses or the 100th verse. Verses ekavachanam. So shatatamam padyam. So that will become the padyam is ekavachanam. So at that time you will use purna pratyantaha. So how, when in the exam they will not tell you to or specify fill these with sankhya vachakaha or fill these with purna pratyanta roopam, right? It will all be mixed together. Now how do you find out whether it is sankhya roopam or purna pratyanta roopam? By looking at the number and looking at the vachanam of the viseshya padam or the nama pada there. When the number is 2 and above, but the vachanam of the nama pada is ekavachanam, it can only be purna pratyantaha. The only exception will be when the number is 1. When it is 1, sankhya roopam api shuddham, purna pratyanta roopam api shuddhameva. Ekaha balakaha unnataha asti, prathamaha balakaha unnataha asti, samanam. Dvau balakau unnatau staha, when it is 2. Bala purna pratyanta roope dvitiyaha balakaha unnataha asti, when it is 2 and above, but balakaha ekavachanam asti chet purna pratyanta roopameva bhavati. Only if it is 1, you can either fill it with sankhya or you can fill it with purna pratyantaha. Both will be right. 2 and above with nama pada in ekavachanam can only be purna pratyanta roopam. Prashna hasti ba? Any questions in Visheshana Viseshyam? In the book exercise, I think there is the... So, one common mistake, samanyataya antima aksharam samanam bhavati, kintu atra pashyatu. पुस्तके एकम् उदाहरणम् अस्ति. Rupihi is the padam I think there. Somebody buys something with like 7 rupees or something like that. So, atra rupya kaihi iti padam asti chet saptaihi is the tendency for us to write. Samanyataya visheshana padasya antima aksharam samanam bhavati, right? The ending is usually similar to the visheshya padam. So the general mistake that we make is by looking at the ending rupya kaihi and the number is 7, we tend to write saptaihi, but it is saptabihi. So you have to know this declension. Sapta, sapta, saptabihi, saptabhyaha, saptabhyaha. I don't remember. I think it is in the possibly in the second lesson exercise. So that is a common mistake. We see kaihi and then we'll write saptaihi. Samanyataya antimaksharam samanam bhavati. Aihi iti bhavati samanam aihi saptaihi iti lekhitum atra मनसि चिन्तनं भवति किन्तु तत्र दोषः अस्ति सप्तभिः रूप्यकैः इति एव शुद्धम् अस्ति अत्र किमपि प्रश्नः अस्ति वा विशेषणविशेष्य भावः कः इति अस्तु प्रश्नः न अस्ति इति मन्ये अग्रे चिच्चनप्रयोगः यत्र किं शब्दः प्रश्नार्थकः शब्दः भवति किन्तु विशेषणरूपेण वर्णनं भवति चिच्चनप्रयोगः इति उच्यते चित् चन समानप्रयोगः एव यत्र चित् पदं लेखितुम् अर्हति अत्र चनप्रयोगः अपि भवितुम् अर्हति अर्थः कः अनिश्चितार्थकत्वं some uncertainty some boy's book fell you don't know which boy balakah kah iti asmabihi na nyatah tadartham kaschana balakah atra gacchati some boy is going there kaschana balakah atra gacchati kaschit balakah tatra agacchati some boy has come there अर्थभेदः नास्ति पदयोः अर्थः समानः भवति चित् प्रयोगः चन प्रयोगः समानम् एव नियमः कः अत्र किं शब्दः कः इति स्वीकृत्य पुल्लिङ्गरूपं स्त्रीलिङ्गरूपं नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपं सन्ति स्वीकृत्य विसर्गः अस्ति चेत् षकारः भवति मकारः अस्ति चेत् अत्र इंज इति भवति किमर्थं च वर्गस्य पंचम अक्षरम् इंज भवति नकारः अस्ति चेत् अनुस्वारः अनन्तरं षकारः भवति तकारः अस्ति चेत् चकारः भवति these are four exceptions that you have to remember उदाहरणं कः अधिकं चित् कश् चित् कम् अधिकं चित् कञ्चित् कस्मिन् अधिकं चित् अनुस्वारः कस्मिम् इश्चित् कस्मिंश्चित् तकारः अस्ति चेत् तकारस्थाने चकारः भवति किमर्थम् इति व्यञ्जन सन्धिं पठित्वा एव ज्ञातुं शक्यते these are all व्यञ्जन सन्धि so in अग्रिम स्तरा you will learn that कस्मिंश्चित् कस्माच्चित् इति तकारस्थाने चकारः भवति अन्य पदानि समानं भवति खलु का अस्ति चेत् काचित्, कानि अस्ति चेत् कानिचित् अथवा कानिचन समानं भवति. These are the exceptions you have to remember. अत्र एकवचनं, द्विवचनं, बहुवचनं, पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः. एकवचनं, द्विवचनं, बहुवचनं, स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दः. एकवचनं, द्विवचनं, बहुवचनं, नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दः. अत्र नपुंसकलिङ्गे तु तृतीया विभक्तितः समानं भवति, यथा पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः भवति. का, कश्चित्, काचित्, केनचित्, कस्मैश्चित्, कस्माच्चित्, कस्मिंश्चित् अथवा चन, कश्चन, काचन, केनचन समानं भवति. प्रश्नवाचकशब्दाः सन्ति, सप्तककाराः, अत्रापि भवितुमर्हति. कुत्रचित्, कतिचित्, कदाचित्, कुतश्चित्. कुतः इति अस्ति, तदर्थं शकारः भवति. कथम् इति मकारः अस्ति, तदर्थं कथञ्चित् भवति. पुनः किमर्थम् इति मकारः अस्ति, किमर्थं चित् इति भवति. So it can also be for the saptakakaraha. There will be 5, I think Chichana is 5 marks. This is very easy, straightforward answers. If you just know the Kim Shabdaha, you should be able to write the Chichana Prayogaha. Prashnaha?
சாரி, விசேஷண பதத்துல தான் பாரதஸ்ய யசः டேஷ் திக்ஷு வியாப்தம் அஸ்தின்னு கொஸ்டின் இருந்தது ஹோம்ஒர்க். இதுல அது வந்து த்ரீனின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஆன்சர் பண்ணிருந்தது. அது திஷுஹுன்றது திக்ஷுஹுன்றது திசைகள், அந்த இது தானே மீனிங் தானே.
What is the number, Bagni? The
4 bracketல வந்து 4 ன்னு போட்டு.
4 is not 3, no?
அதுதான் அந்த இடத்துல ஏதோ சம்திங். ஆக்சுவலி நாங்க பழைய ஹோம்ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது எழுதி வச்சிருந்தோம்.
What is the homework number?
Homework number 6.
Let me check. Bharat.
Last Roman letter.
Okay. Yashah. Okay.
இல்ல இந்த திக்ஷுன்றது வந்து நம்ம
திக்ஷு
எந்த லிங்கம்ன்றது நம்ம எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது?
This is a halanta shabda, so it is a dik shabda, which is strilinga. So that is why it is chatasrishu. Right?
அது ஆக்சுவலி அப்புறம் 3 போட்டு அது வரும்.
எங்க 3 போட்டிருக்கு?
இல்ல, அதுக்கு அடுத்தது போகுது. ஓகே, அதுக்கு லேக்கனி அடுத்த क्वेश्चन அது. ஓகே, சாரி. அது அந்த பதத்தோட விசேஷ பதத்தோட லிங்கம் சில இதுல கொஞ்சம் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது இதுவா இருந்தது.
Probably because it is a halanta shabda. I have given that because you should be able to go and check the dictionary, right?
That's
and
it.
And then you should be able to find out. In general, in this level, they will not test. In Siksha, they will test you for halanta shabda. In this level, they'll generally not give halanta shabda in Viseshya pada. It is usually only be the ach, which is the Rama, Lata, the ones that end with swara. So you should be okay there. But the dik is strilingaha. That is why it is chatasrishu. Dikshu is bahuvachanam in the 4 directions. So saptami vibhakti bahuvachanam. Dishi, digbya, dishi, dishoho, dikshu. Saptami vibhakti bahuvachanam is dikshu. In the 4 directions, vyaptam asti. It's spread in 4 directions.
Yashahana?
Same.
இல்ல, அந்த வாக்கியத்தோட அர்த்தம்.
So you tell me.
பாரதத்தினுடைய யஷஹ 4 திசைகளும் வியாப்தம் அஸ்தி. 4 திசைகள் 4 திசைகள் இருக்கிறதுன்ற மாதிரி அர்த்தம்.
யசஹனா என்ன?
தெரியல.
ஓ, சொன்னேனே, ஃபேம், புகழ்.
சேம்.
ஃபேம், ஃபேம்,
ஃபேம் ஃபேம். ஓகே
புகழ்.
ஓகே.
So this is one thing you should learn, Bagni. And Yashaha Shabda is there, you don't know the meaning, you should check the dictionary. Yashahana, then you will understand. See, the one part is understanding the grammar, the other part is building the vocabulary, right? Which is very important. When we learn a language, you have to learn Vyakaranam. It is not enough if you learn the Vyakaranam, because sometimes vocabulary will only give us the context, and even if you don't know the Vyakaranam fully, you will be able to crack it. So it is important that you build the vocabulary. Again, Yashaha is also not Rama Shabdaha. It is a Halanta Shabdaha. Yashas Shabdaha. It is Napumsakalinga Pada. But you have to build your vocabulary as well. Anya Prashna Hasti, no? Any other question? चतुर्थपाठे विधिलिङ्गलकारः विधि इत्युक्ते अत्र विधिरूपेण भवितुमर्हति, सम्भावना अपि भवितुमर्हति. Something might happen or may this be done इति अर्थः. विधि, some rule. बालकः पाठं पठेत्. बालकः विद्यालयतः आगच्छति, आगत्य पाठं पठति वा न वा इति वयं न जानीमः. So it can be संभावना. और बालकः पाठं पठेत्. आफ्टर विद्यालयतः आगत्य निश्चयेन पाठं पठेत्. बालकः should study इति विधिरूपम् अपि अत्र भवितुमर्हति. प्रथमः बालकः पाठं पठेत्. May the first boy read the lesson. वर्गे अध्यापिका वदति. अत्र पठेत्, पठेतां, पठेयुः, पठेः, पठेतं, पठेत, पठेयं, पठेव, पठेम. परस्मैपदी धातुः. आत्मनेपदी धातुः अस्ति चेत् वन्देत, वन्देयातां, वन्देरन्, वन्देथाः, वन्देयाथां, वन्देध्वं, वन्देय, वन्देवहि, वन्देमहि. कानिचन केचन अपवाद धातवः सन्ति. कुर्यात्, दद्यात्, शृणुयात्, शक्नुयात्, जानीयात्, क्रीणीयात्, अस्ति, भवति, स्यात्, भूयात् अपि भवितुमर्हति. कुर्यात्, दद्यात्, शृणुयात्, शक्नुयात्, जानीयात्, क्रीणीयात्. बै क्रीञ्च धातुः. अस्ति, स्यात्. सामान्यतया अत्र विधिलिङ् लकार प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् छात्राः कर्मणि रूपेण क्रियापदं लिखन्ति. मया पूर्वमेव दृष्टं. The question will be in विधिलिङ् लकारः. For example, बालकः पाठं within bracket pat, and they would have given विधिलिङ्. Lot of times I have seen students writing the answer balakah patham pathyate. They will write in pathyate, or they will write patitavyam, pataniyam. Vidhiling is only kartari. Vidhiling lakarah is kartari rupam eva. So you have to remember that this is a very common mistake that is seen, confusion between vidhiling and kartari prayoga. So watch out for this mistake in the exam. प्रश्नः अस्ति वा विधिलिङ् लकारे? अस्तु, प्रयोगाः कर्तरि कर्मणि भावे. कर्तरि प्रयोगः एक्टिव् वाಯ್स्, यत्र कर्तृपदस्य प्राधान्यं भवति तदर्थमेव कर्तरि, कर्तृपदस्य प्राधान्यं. कर्मणि प्रयोगे कर्मपदस्य प्राधान्यं भवति. सो कर्मपदम् इस् प्रधानादेर्, तदर्थमेव कर्मणि प्रयोगः. भावे प्रयोगः इम्पर्सनल् वाಯ್स्, यत्र अकर्मक धातुः अस्ति तत्र क्रियापद प्राधान्यं भवति, भावे प्रयोगः इति उच्यते. कर्मणि प्रयोगे कर्तृपदं तृतीया विभक्तौ भवति, कर्मपदं प्रथमा विभक्तौ भवति, क्रियापदं कर्मपदम् अनुसरति. सो दिस् इस् समथिंग यू हैव टू वॉच आउट फॉर. अत्र प्रायः दोषः कर्मपदं नपुंसकलिङ्गं पदं वा अथवा पुल्लिङ्गपदं वा इति अत्र सन्देहः भवति. कालक्रमेण ज्ञातुं शक्यते. सो यूजुअली द मिस्टेक इज फलरसः और फलरसं, पाकः पाकं, शाकः शाकं. सो is it napumsakalinga padam or pullinga padam? That is a confusion that arises. With time we will all get to know. अत्र कर्तृपदं तृतीया विभक्तौ भवति बालकेन, कर्मपदं प्रथमा विभक्तौ भवति श्लोकः, क्रियापदं कर्मपदम् अनुसरति. श्लोकः एकवचनं तदर्थं पठ्यते. क्रियापद कर्मपदयोः एव पुरुषवचनसम्बन्धः भवति. क्रियापदम् आत्मनेपदी धातुः, आत्मनेपदी रूपमेव. प्रायः धातुं स्वीकृत्य यकारः अधिकं ते इति योजनीयः. पठ्यते, पठ्येते, पठ्यन्ते, पठ्यसे, पठ्येते, पठ्यद्वे, पठ्ये, पठ्यावहे, पठ्यामहे. So in general we follow a convention when we do this karmani prayoga parivartanam. What is the convention that we follow? कर्तरि प्रयोगे वाक्यं दत्तम् अस्ति, कर्मणि प्रयोगे परिवर्तनं करणीयम्. अत्र सोपानेन गच्छामः चेत् प्रथमं किं करणीयम्?
Namaskar Bani. You first convert the, you first take the, write the karma padam, and then you write the kriya padam to follow the karma padam, and then you convert the kartru padam into tritiya vibhakti. So the karma padam will be in prathama, and then you write the kriya padam associated with the karma padam, which is the object, and then you convert the subject, which is the kartru padam, into the third vibhakti.
उत्तमम्. प्रथमं कर्मपदं स्वीकरोतु. कर्मपदं स्वीकृत्य अत्र लकाररूपं वा प्रत्ययरूपं वा परिवर्तनं करोतु. अनन्तरं कर्तृपदं स्वीकरोतु. कर्तृपदस्य परिवर्तनं तृतीया विभक्तौ भवति. सरलमेव. If you take the कर्तृपदं first, then most likely there will be a dosha where you will, if the कर्तृपदं is in bahuvachanam, you will write the Karmani prayogasya kriyapadam in the same vachanam similar to kartru, which would be wrong. Uttamam Bhagini. So first you take the karma padam svikritya karmapadasya parivartanam prathama vibhaktau karotu. Anantaram kriyapadam likatu. Anantaram kartrupadam svikritya kartrupadasya parivartanam tritiya vibhaktau kuryuhu. That is the rule. Follow this rule. You are least likely to make a mistake there. प्रायः धातुं स्वीकृत्य यकारः ते, पठ्यते, पठ्यावहे इति भवति. The रूपम is very similar to the आत्मनेपदी रूपम of लट् लकारः. धातुं स्वीकृत्य यकारः, आकारः धातु अस्ति चेत् ईकार रूपं कर्मणि प्रयोगे भवति. दा दीयते, स्था स्थीयते, पा पीयते, मा मीयते, धा धीयते। इकारः उकारः अस्ति चेत् ईकारः ऊकारः। जि जीयते, ची चीयते, श्रु श्रूयते, वेरी कॉमन। स्तु स्तूयते, स्तुतिः। ऋकारः अस्ति चेत् रि रूपं भवति। कृ क्रियते, मृ म्रियते, हृ ह्रियते, दृ ध्रियते, वृ व्रियते। वकारः अस्ति चेत् अत्र उकाररूपं भवति। वद् उद्यते, वच् उच्यते, वस् उष्यते, वह् उह्यते, वप् उप्यते, स्वप् सुप्यते। अत्र वकाररूपम् अस्ति. It takes the ukara form here. Verb becomes udyate, uchyate, ushyate. Sakarah na shakarah. Uhyate, upyate. The verb becomes the u. अनन्तरमपि अन्य अपवादाः सन्ति. गम धातुः अस्ति चेत् गम्यते, दृश् धातुः दृश्यते, इष् धातुः इष्यते, न्या धातुः न्यायते एव. न्या इति अस्ति, दा धातुः दीयते, किन्तु न्या धातुः न्यायते, नी धातुः नीयते, रुद् रुद्यते, यच् समानं भवति दीयते, अस् भू भूयते, गै धातुः गीयते, प्रच्छ धातुः प्रच्यते नास्ति पृच्छ्यते. प्रथमं लट्लकाररूपं लिखतु, लिखित्वा अनन्तरं परिवर्तनं कुर्युः. ग्रह गृह्यते. So further, I think with these slides I've covered pretty much all the dhatus which are given in the book. Tritiya vibhakti रूपाणि कानि इति निश्चयेन ज्ञातव्यानि. You have to know the Tritiya vibhakti रूपम. राम, हरि, गुरु, पितृ, तद्, एतत्, इदं, किप्. These are all pullinga padas. So रामेण, हरिणा, गुरुणा, पित्रा, तेन. So this pita, I've seen pita being converted correctly into pitra. But lot of times mata is converted to mataya, because when we see pita, we don't know an akaranta pullingaha. Then we remember that it is a rikaranta shabdaha. So pitri shabdaha, then we write pitra. But when we see mata, we think that lata shabdavat bhavati. Lata late lataha, latam late lataha, lataya, mata mataya. Doshaha सामान्यतया भवति. अत्र मातृशब्दः एव मात्रा. यथा पित्रा मात्रा, तया एतया अनया कया. द्विवचनं सरलमेव. समानं वारी शब्दः मधु शब्दः. वारिणा मधुना, वारिणा वारिभ्यां वारिभिः, मधुना मधुभ्यां मधुभिः. अस्मत् युष्मत् aham becomes maya, tvam becomes tvaya. Vayam yuyam, asmabihi yushmabihi. Vakyam asti chet atra parivartanam katham bhavati. Pratak-kale samirah grihat mitrena sah dvichakrikaya pathanaya vidyalayam gacchati. Atra कर्तृपदं स्वीकरोतु, कर्मपदं स्वीकरोतु, क्रियापदं स्वीकरोतु. अन्यपदानि समानमेव भवन्ति. Only the kartru karma kriya changes. Every other vibhakti pada in that sentence remains the same. Sometimes this can be tricky in the exam. Pratak-kale saptami, grihat panchami, mitrena sah tritiya, dvichakrikaya पुनः तृतीया, पठनाय चतुर्थी. एतानि पदानि समानं भवन्ति यत्र कर्मणि प्रयोगे. प्रातःकाले समीरः प्रथमा विभक्तिः. प्रथमं विद्यालयं स्वीकरोतु. विद्यालयं विद्यालयः. गच्छति गम्यते. समीरः समीरेण. अन्य सर्वाणि पदानि समानं भवन्ति. लङ्लकाररूपम् अपठ्यत, अपठ्येताम्, अपठ्यन्त, अपठ्यताः, अपठ्येताम्, अपठ्यध्वम्, अपठ्ये, अपठ्यावहि, अपठ्यामहि। यथा आत्मनेपदी धातोः कर्तरि लङ् भवति, समानं भवति। लोट्लकारः पठ्यतां, पठ्येतां, पठ्यन्तां, पठ्यस्व, पठ्येथां, पठ्यध्वम्, पठ्यै, पठ्यावहै, पठ्यामहै। त प्रयोगः कुत्र भवति? यत्र तवतु प्रत्ययान्तः कर्तरिप्रयोगे भवति, परिवर्तनं त प्रयोगे भवति। बालकः पाठं पठितवान्, बालकेन पाठः पठितः। अत्र पठितः, पठिता, पठितं। कर्मपदस्य लिङ्गं पश्यतु, दृष्ट्वा अत्र पठितः, पठिता, पठितम् एकवचनम् अस्ति चेत् अत्र कथं परिवर्तनं? दिस् इस् द ईजिएस्ट ऑफ द लॉट. So you take the tavatu pratyantah and remove the van, vati, vat. You just remove it, right? So write patita, khadita, likita, neeta, drishta, vandita. Anantaram kim karaniyam? Karma padam drishtva patitah bhavati va, patitam bhavati va, patitani bhavati va iti karma padam drishtva lekaniyam. Katam bhavati? Rama shabdavat, लता शब्दवत्, फल शब्दवत्। पठितः, पठितौ, पठिताः, पठिता, पठिते, पठिताः, पठितं, पठिते, पठितानि। पाठः पठितः, कथा पठिता, पद्यं पठितं। पाठाः पठिताः, पुनः कथाः पठिताः, पद्यानि पठितानि. So take the tavatu pratyantah, remove from the verb van, vati, vat, write the aksharas before that, the pada before that, patita, and then look at the karma pada, whether it is pullingaha, strilingaha, napumsakalingaha, and then look at the vachanam and correspondingly convert. This is the easiest of the lot. Yatra vidhiling lakarah bhavati kartari prayoge, karmani prayoge tavyat aniyar pratyayah भवितुम् अर्हति। बालकेन श्लोकः पठितव्यः, बालकेन श्लोकः पठनीयः। समान परिवर्तनं तृतीया विभक्तौ भवति, प्रथमा विभक्तौ भवति। अत्र कर्मपदमेव अनुसरति। श्लोकः पठनीयः, कथा पठनीया, पद्यं पठनीयं, समानं भवति। परिवर्तन प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत्, if vidhiling lakarah is given and they just say convert it into karmani, you can convert either into tavyat or you can convert into aniyar. अत्र किमपि भेदः नास्ति, किन्तु प्रश्नमध्ये ब्राकेट् मध्ये aniyar इति दत्तम् अस्ति चेत् you have to use that particular aniyar only. So in general, if the question says convert into karmani, you can convert vidhiling into tavyat athava aniyar. Prashna madhye aniyar rupena parivartanam kuryuhu iti prashnah asti chet, you have to do only the aniyar. Balakah katham patet. Balakena katha path asti pathitavya pathaniya. प्रायः तव्यत् रूपं किं रूपवत् भवति? तव्यत् is very similar to what रूपं?
तुमुन्.
It is very similar to the tumun रूपं. So it is patitum. So it's very similar to that. Khaditum, datum. So datavya. Very similar. बालकः गद्यं पठेत्, बालकेन गद्यं पठितव्यं, गद्यं पठनीयं। गद्यानि सन्ति चेत् बालकेन गद्यानि पठितव्यानि, बालकेन गद्यानि पठनीयानि। अत्र समान लिङ्गवचनं भवति। पुल्लिङ्गः स्त्रीलिङ्गः नपुंसकलिङ्गः तव्यत् रूपं पुनः पुल्लिङ्गः स्त्रीलिङ्गः नपुंसकलिङ्गरूपम् अत्र अनीयर् प्रत्यये कथं भवति भावे प्रयोगः मया अद्य पूर्वमेव उक्तं यत्र प्रश्नः अस्ति वा
இந்த தவ்ய தனியர்ல வந்து வக்கு தாத்து உசு தாத்துலாம் பஸ் சாரி வக்கு உஸ் அதெல்லாம் வந்து உஷுன்னு மாறுறது அது இதுல மாறாதா
you have to see Bhagini
Okay.
எப்படி மாறுறதுன்னு you have to see so the for example I'm just trying to
இல்ல
say
புக்ல வந்து வகனியம்னு தான் கொடுத்திருக்கா ஒரு இடத்துல
ஆமா ஆமா
ஆனா ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து ஓடனியம்னு வந்திருக்கு
அது வந்து there are certain exception dhatus there
okay
you can see I think in that particular class I had mentioned the common dhatus let me so tavya taniyar would be the 9th chapter yeah I think I gave the rupams there let me
இல்ல இந்த கர்மணி லட்டு லங்கு அதுக்கெல்லாம் தான் இந்த வசு அது வருமா அப்படின்னு ஒரு டவுட்
vadet etc is same only vakh dhatu becomes vodavyam
ஓடவியம் அது ஒரு சில தாத்து
there are exceptions so normal dhatus that we usually use Bhagini for those at least you should know
okay.
So that is something that you have to practice because these are used very commonly right Vahati, vadati, vasati these are all very commonly used dhatu for these dhatus all the rupams for lakara and pratyaya you should know
okay
where there is a difference and where there is the difference is not there you have to know
okay ma'am
here I think
धन्यवादः
there can you see vahet vodhavyam vahaniyam vaktavyam vachaniyam vach dhatu so you have to at least for the common ones ज्ञातव्यः एव
Ram Bhagini. Bhagini, one very general doubt I have. I think this must be Pravesha, might be Pravesha doubt also. In Ramayana, we write na, that is Murdhanya. And when we write Balakena, we write na, Dantana. Like, how do we identify, like, where do we have to write na and where na? Is there a rule for that or we have to just remember it?
Okay, hold on. I'm sure people who have attended this will be able to say, hold on, I'm trying to get the Natvam slide. So you're right, we covered this in there. Atra nimitta varanaha santi. Nimitta varanaha ke repaha shakaraha rakaraha. So the nimittam means it should be present. This is the cause. So where the nakaraha comes, there should be a repaha, shakaraha or rikaraha. One of these three aksharas should be there. Now, after the nimitta varana, if nakaraha is there, automatically nakaraha becomes nakaraha. Example, karnaha, krishnaha, pitrunam, right? So ir is there, after ir na comes, so this becomes na. Ish is there, after ish na comes, it becomes na. Again, pitru rukaraha is there, it becomes na. This is very straightforward. Now, there are certain cases where after the nimitta varna, there are some more varnas or aksharas in between, but some places you see, like you say, Ramena, but Balakena. So, Natva niyamaha kaha, if these are there between the nimitta varana and the nakaraha becomes nakaraha. So what are those? The swara aksharani, hayava, ka varga, pa varga. If these are there, then na becomes na. So for example, ramena. How do you split this? Ir, a, im, e, na, a, right? So nimitta here is repaha. Repasya anantaram a is there, which allows. Ma is there, which is pa varga. A is there, again, is swara. So what happens? Nakaraha, ramena becomes ramena. In balakena, what do you see? For example, marichena. Let's look at this.
Yeah.
Here, repaha asti, repasya anantaram e is there. E allows. After e, you have cha, right?
Cha.
Cha varga is not part of the allowing list for the parivartanam. So it will be marichena, not marichena.
All the allowed things has to happen. Like whatever the special cases, everything should occur. Then only we can change it to ana.
Not everything. One of these should be there. So between the nimitta varana and nakaraha, if the aksharas belong to one of these, we are good. Nakaraha becomes nakaraha.
Okay.
If even one akshara is not there in this list, like for example, marichena, the chakaraha here, ich, is not there in this list. So you can stop there. You don't have to go further. The parivartanam will not happen.
Understood. Understood. Thank you so much, Vidhilin. Thank you so much.
Napine Bagni is saying this is in the 7th class of Pravesha. Oh my God. I think she has watched the videos like so many times, I think. Usually this is not covered. This is covered in Kovida. And I used to struggle writing, and I used to be for the Karmani Parivartanam, because you have to convert Ramena, Balakena. So that Balakena, so that Parivartanam, I used to feel very tensed about it. The other thing is the Tavyat Aniyar. When it comes to Aniyar, you Ramaniya, right? When does Nakaraha becomes Nakaraha? So I used to resort to Tavyat Pratyantaha. If I have a choice, I used to avoid the Aniyar and take the Tavyat, because there you don't have to worry about whether it is Nakaraha or Nakaraha. And then I felt that, because this writing is so important, I covered this in one of the early class, I think the 7th class, just after finishing Padas, we covered this, so that we can comfortably know that when it is Ramena, it is not Ramena, it is Ramena. When it is Balaka, it is not Balakena, it is Balakena. Any other questions?
Ram. So when the parivartanam is given, like convert, when they say karmani parivartayata, and only the dhatu is given. Now, how do we? I mean, should we remember that it is bhave and do the conversion, or should we just do it the karmani way? Like for example, in the assessment, when assessment 10 or whatever, when only the kartari lakara is given, and you want it has to be converted into, they say only karmani parivartayata. Now, how do we go ahead with it?
Usually, so that's
should
a good
I write
question.
it as patyate abdi illa? So like how do I if that if it is not if it is only the verb and not anything else added to it, it is not written as balakah patati, and then they only write it as patati, and then they change, it has to be changed. Now, how do I take it?
When karma padam is not there, take it as prathama purushah ekavachanam or napumsakalingam lingaha ekavachanam. Because karma pada is not there, right? When karma pada is not given, only the kriya padam is given, which usually they don't test this way in the exam. But sometimes in the exam they might say pat karmani lat will be given. So at that time, what will you write? Usually we write prathama purushah ekavachanam. We'll write it as patyate. You don't write the entire table, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
it will be patyate. When they ask, when they give pat within bracket karmani lat, you will write it as patyate. If
Correct.
they say pat ta prayogaha, usually they might specify the lingam. They might say pullingaha, strilingaha, napumsakalingaha. If they don't specify, you can write it as, we will assume ekavachanam. Ekavachanam is kind of like, they will not say pullingaha ekavachanam. They might say pat dhatu ta prayogaha. So we write it as, if a pullingaha is given, we will write it as patitaha. If that is not given, take it default as napumsakalinga padam, which is patitam.
Okay.
Or you can write all three, patitaha, patita, patitam, because these are usually in fill-ins, right? The prayoga will be given on the left side, prayoga or lakara, and then there will be a dash next to it. So you can even write patitaha, patita, patitam.
Okay.
So the same rule, when we don't know what the karma pada is, default to prathama purushah ekavachanam, napumsakalingaha ekavachanam, because karma pada is not given there. The key is, I have seen answers where patitavan is given. Patitavan is converted into patitaha. Patitavati is converted into patita. And there is no direct correlation there. Patitavan will also be patitam. Patitavati also will be patitam only, because karma pada is not there. You default to napumsakalingam, lingapadam and ekavachanam. There is no correlation between patitavan and patitaha, patitavati and patita. There is no correlation there. I hope that made sense. Okay, maybe we can quickly go through a paper. Let me see if I can pick something up. We can go through the most recent paper. Hold on. Napine Bagni, prashna अस्ति वा? Your hand. Is there a question?
இது about grammarல ராஜா பிளஸ் ஈஸ்வரி வந்து ராஜேஸ்வரின்னு போட்டுரும். நம்ம பிரிக்கும்பொழுது ராஜேஸ்வரியை ராஜா பிளஸ் ஈஸ்வரின்னு பிரிக்கிறோம். பட் ராஜேத்தி வந்து ராஜா பிளஸ் இத்தின்னு பிரிக்கிறோம். பட் அது போடணுமா ஜா போடணுமான்றத நம்ம எப்படி இது பண்றது? அகாரம் போடணுமா ஆகாரம் போடணுமான்றது
சமஸ்த பதானால. How is it given in the book? At this level, how is
இல்ல
it?
அது ஆக்சுவலி ராஜேஸ்வரிக்கு தான் கொடுத்துருக்கு, ரஸ்வ ஆகாரம். ராஜேத்திக்கு ராஜா பிளஸ் இத்தி ஆகாரம் கொடுத்துருக்கு.
I don't know. I have to ask. So when creating the samastapada, when it is Rajan Shabdaha, it is Rajanam Ishwari Rajeshwari eva. Okay. But I don't know why they have given it differently. It should be Raja only. Raja. What is the other example you gave?
இல்ல அது பிரிக்கும் போது அது ஒண்ணுதான் டவுட் இருந்தது அந்த இதுல ராஜா
Raja iti. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. So Raja iti, it comes in a sentence. Okay. Saha eva Raja iti aham chintitavati. I thought that he is the Raja. Saha eva Raja iti aham chintitavati. So Raja iti. Okay, the sentence has Raja iti. So it becomes Rajeti. Okay. But that Rajeshwari is a samasaha. So it is a samastapada. Rajanam Ishwari becomes Rajeshwari. It is not Raja Ishwari. So that is why it is
அதான் அது சந்தி வந்து பிரிச்சு கொடுத்துட்டேன்னா கரெக்டா எழுதிடுறோம் குணசந்தி அது ஆ பிளஸ் இ அப்படின்றது பட் சேர்த்து கொடுக்கும்போது பிரிக்கும் எப்படி பிரிக்கிறதுன்னு போது டவுட் வந்து
இது மாத்திரம் you remember so in general I'm just trying to give an example. This you will know only after learning samasa. So for now if it is Rajeshwari it is Raja Ishwari because it is Rajan shabdah, the nakarah becomes lopah and then it is Raja adikam Ishwari Rajeshwari. Raja iti is not a samasa. Raja iti are two words which are written together as Rajeti with a sandhi. So that becomes Raja adikam iti. Yeah. So I think this you have to remember after when you do Kovida at that time you will understand. I think this is probably the only example. Do you have anything else?
Yes, no, this is one குணசந்தி அதுல வருது அது வந்து ராஜேதி வந்து இதுல வருது.
I think yeah, just remember this for now. Take it at face value. I think when you do samasa you will understand where it is a samastapada and where it is not a samastapada. It is just two padas which are joined together with sandhi or two aksharas which are joined together with sandhi.
धन्यवाद.
இந்த சத்ருக்னால நீங்க சொன்னது அது மாதிரி இந்த நத்வம் வந்து ஆனா இந்த இன்னொரு நாதான் மேடம் வருது அது எப்படின்னு தெரியலையே.
வந்துடுறதே.
ஓஹோ சரி சரி.
I have taken Pravesha. Hold on. Let me take Parichaya. प्रथमभागः अत्र विशेषण उचित विशेषणरूपम् अत्र प्रातिपदिकं दत्तमस्ति. You have to write it by looking at the namapada. We can quickly try if you want. Can I have a volunteer? We can just quickly go through this. So in the paper itself, you should be able to write this. Shri Vidya Bhagini vadatu, anantaram Daya Bhagini vadatu. Ganeshasya prakoshtah ativa
शुद्धः अस्ति.
प्रकोष्ठः शुद्धः.
वयं दीपावली-दिने नूतनानि वस्त्राणि नूतनानि.
उत्तमम्.
सा बालिका वामना दृश्यते. बालिका
सो वामना.
किन्तु तस्याः विचाराः उन्नताः सन्ति. सो विचाराः उन्नताः.
विचाराः बहुवचनम् उन्नताः.
हे प्रभो केन लघुना उपायेन विष्णोः सहस्रनामं नामानि पंडितैः पठ्यन्ते. So it will become like Guru Shabdavat. Upayena. Tritiya will be Laghuna.
Uttamam. Laghuna upayena. Very good. So these you can just write it directly in the answer paper. Anantaram. Jayanti Bhagini vadatu. Samyak Srividya Bhagini.
यः अतिथयः मम गृहम् आगतवन्तः. पञ्च अतिथयः.
अतिथयः वचनं किम्?
बहुवचनं.
बहुवचनं. पञ्च. So it will be, this is the sankhya roopam. पञ्च अतिथयः मम गृहम् आगतवन्तः.
भाद्रपदमासे डैश सुपतिथौ सिद्धिविनायकं पूजयामः. चतुर्थ, sorry, गणेश चतुर्थी. Chaturthi is a
Chaturthi is the, now Shubhatithau is what vibhakti?
that is seventh.
So this will become
Chaturthyam.
Very good. Chaturthyam Shubhatithau. This is again, what is this is the Sankhya or Purna Pratyantah?
Purna Pratyantah.
Correct. Very good. Paramashivasya
Netrani Santi. So this is Sankhya. Trini Netrani Santi.
Uttamam.
Shri Krishnaha aham shlokena santushtaha iti vadati. Ekena slokena.
Shlokena. Very good. Karyakrame
nartakyo samyak natitavatyo. Nartakyo. So trilingam. Dve nartakyo samyak natitavatyo.
Dve. Correct. Lot of times, sometimes we forget. Is this 4? Is this 5? So at the time, sometimes 7, 8, if you have issues, just go through the paper and see if there are any questions which are in this one. It is not there. In my paper, I had the write the form.
I get confused.
4 and 5, you get confused. So when you see this, go back here and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5. So I remember the number which looks like 4 is 5. That's how I remember. This looks very similar to 4, but that is 5.
Generally, I think 8 of 8, so it is 4.
Okay. I also get confused between 7 and 8. 9 is easy, right? 6 is easy. 6 is ulta of 3. So that is easy. 7 and 8 also I get confused. So sometimes I have to go through the, in my exam paper, I think I will show you. I think in my paper, we had a section. So I remember going to that and checking. So this was my answer script. So here, when the number was given, I think this 8 or 18, I had this confusion. So just beneath, I had this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I remember confirming this by looking at the Melayata in my paper. So yeah, so you can just remember the one that looks like 4 is 5, and then the nose is 8. I have nose is the clue for number 8. Nasika. Yeah, that's fine. So each of us can come up with a creative idea to remember these numbers. Okay. Samaptam va? Dve nartakyo. Atra, if you have confusion in number, just look at the questions. Daya Bhagini vadatu?
Namaskara. Udyamam vina or udyamena vina samarthyam vyartham bhavati. So balakaha matula मातुलेन सह मातुल is पुल्लिङ्ग so मातुलेन सह आनन्देन क्रीडति सः परं नववादनात् परं दूरवाणी न पश्यति
परम् इति भवति चेत् तत्र पञ्चमी विभक्तिः भवति
मम संस्कृते सम्भाषणं स्तरवर्धनस्य कृते सेट् कृते means doing
for krite, if krite is there, it will be shashti vibhakti prayogah.
स्तरवर्धनस्य कृते सम्भाषणं करोमि सुरेशस्य गृहं परितः द्वितीया मनोहराणि सस्यानि वर्धन्ते.
Okay, just hold on for a second. I think this is covered in the Gita track. So they've probably given, I have an Upapada Vibhakti document. Let me see if I can share it now in the group. I'll forget. Pada Vibhakti. Okay. I'm just going to share this. You can look at page number 8. Let me just post it in the group. So it's called Upapada Vibhaktayah. Most of it we have covered in the Pravesha level, but there are a few, like for example, this Krite I don't think was there. Was it there? I don't remember.
It was not there.
Krite was not there. So
I guessed it like we do in that Vipaj, that is Shashti Vibhakti and then noun form of some action we do take. No? That I thought only Krite.
Yeah, so Dvitiya Vibhaktihi, which are the ones for which it will take Dvitiya Vibhaktihi. Tritiya Vibhaktihi, which are the ones. Just know this, sometimes they take from the other track and also ask, which I don't think is fair, but yeah. Some of this we have done, like Namaha, Swasti, Krudh, all this is Chaturthi we have done. Similarly, Panchami, Shashti there, Krite is here. Vibhajya Prayoga also is in Shashti Vibhaktihi. I have just shared it in the group. Yeah. Krite. Sureshasya. Vadatu Bhagini.
Sureshasya Griham Paritah.
Paritah Dvitiya Vibhaktihi Bhavati. Uttamam. Agre Chichana Prayogah. Das Shrigalah Vanat Bahihi Agatah. Ka vadati? Anya Kopi Vadatu. We have heard Napinai Bhagini so many times. Somebody else? Napinai Bhagini, I know you have a question. I'll come to you. Please hold on. Ganga Bhagini Vadati va? Nagavalli Bhagini Vadatu.
Pranam.
Mm.
कश्चित् शृगालः वनात् बहिः आगतः
Mm.
परीक्षायां dash छात्राः विशिष्टां श्रेणीं प्राप्तवान्. So we need something which refers to number. Oh no, some parikshayam. Some students got the vishishta shreni.
Mm.
So kenachana. Some. So kinchan. परीक्षायां किंचन छात्राः विशिष्टां श्रेणी प्राप्तवन्तः.
How? Chatraha is what vachanam?
छात्राः is बहुवचनम्.
Mm.
प्रथमा के केचन.
Mm.
परीक्षायां केचन छात्राः विशिष्टां.
Kechana chatraha. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
परह्य आपणे dash नूतनानि पुस्तकानि प्रदर्शितानि.
Mm.
So new books were exhibited in the shop.
Mm. You don't forget the meaning, Bhagini. Nutanani is there. So immediately you should
Kani.
go.
कानिचन.
Kanichana. That's it. Mm.
Okay. अत्र कंकणम. Okay. पतितम अस्ति. So कंकणम is ekavachanam. Okay. So kanchit kasya, because it's a napunsakalingam, so it should be kanchit.
Now, how can napumsakalingam be kanchit?
Come, I thought it will come from come. Okay. Kankanam is napunsakalingam, right?
So if it is napumsakalingam, chichana prayoga will be?
Come.
How come? What is the prashnavachaka for napumsakalinga?
Kim ke kani.
Kim ke kani. So how is it come?
Okay. Kim ke kani. Okay. So I thought this was the nearest to this. That's why. Because kasya rendu, kasya was more of a female thing.
Correct. So what did it mean? So it can be some kankanam has fallen there, or it can also be someone's kankanam, right?
Right. Okay. So kasyachit. Okay.
Kasyaschit. Correct. Kasyaha. So strilingam. So
okay.
Kasyaschit kankanam patitam.
So some woman's kankanam has fallen.
Fallen there. Correct.
ग्रामे सर्वे जनाः संस्कृतेन वदन्ति. So grame, in the village, all the, okay, so now this is Saptami. So it should be actually kasyam.
Gramaha is what?
Gramaha is pullinga. And this is the Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So our kaha should also be in the Saptami Ekavachanam. So that should be kasmin. Kasminchit.
Correct. Kasminchit.
Kasminchit grame sarve janaha sanskritena vadanti.
In some village, all the people speak in Sanskritam.
Vidhalayeshu sanskritam pathyate. Again, this is Saptami Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Keshuchit Vidhalayeshu sanskritam pathyate.
Correct. Very good. Uttama Bhagini. Bala Meenakshi Bhagini, Agre.
Namaste Bhagini. Mayuraha nrityati. Karmani lat lakarah. Appa Mayu मयूरे मयूरेण नृत्यते
नृत्यते very good
रसिकजनाः हसितवन्तः रसिकजनैः हसितवन्तः அப்படிங்கறதுனால இது வந்து பாவே பிரயோகத்துல வருது மாதா. हसितं
हसितं रसिकजनैः हसितं very good
इदानीम् अहं प्रबन्धं लिखामि तव्यत् इदानीं मया प्रबन्धं
प्रबन्धः पुल्लिङ्गपदम्
प्रबन्धः तव्यत् लेखितव्यं
प्रबन्धः
लेखितव्यः
प्रबन्धः लेखितव्यः
अतिथिः सन्तोषेण भोजनं करोति अतिथिः சந்தோஷேன இது வந்து இப்போ கர்த்தரியில மார்த்த சொல்லியிருக்காங்க மாதா.
கர்த்தரி லிங் விதிலிங் லकारः
ஓகே
एक निमिषं भगिनी क्षम्यतां भगिनि वदतु अतिथिः सन्तोषेण भोजनं करोति विधिलिङ्ग् लकारे
கரோத் வந்து कुर्यात्
अन्य पदानि समानं भवन्ति अतिथिः सन्तोषेण भोजनं कुर्यात् उत्तमम् श्रीकृष्णः सेनयोः मध्ये रथं स्थापितवान् तप्रयोगः
श्रीकृष्णेन सेनयोः मध्ये रथः स्थापितः
प्रथमं करोतु भगिनि रथः अनन्तरं
श्रीकृष्णेन सेनयोः मतः श्रीकृष्णेन
करेक्ट्
सेनयोः मध्ये रथः स्थापितः वयम् एतं विषयं चिन्तयाम अनियर्
so take the karma pada first
vayam
karma pada first
karma pada vishayam vishayah चिन्तयाम चिन्तनीयं विषयः चिन्तनीयः
विषयः चिन्तनीयः what is एतम्
इदं शब्दम्
एतत् शब्द so this is also in what vibhakti
एतत् नपुंसकलिङ्ग शब्दम् एतत्
एतत् भगिनी एतम् is given here what
एतं सः तौ ते அது மாதிரி ஏஷக ஏதம்
एतम् so this is in what vibhakti
second vibhakti bhagini dvitiya
you also need to convert
एतम् अपि एतः एषः एषः विषयः चिन्तनीयः
Correct. Eshah vishayah chintaniyah. Now convert vayam.
Vayam. Ekakshana bhagini. Vayam. Aham. அகம் அஸ்மத் சப்தத்துல வருது வயம். வயம் வந்து அஸ்மாபிஹி.
அஸ்மாபிஹி ஏஷஹ விஷயஹ
சிந்தனீயः.
சிந்தனீயः. உத்தமம் பகினி. வெரி குட். காளிதாசேன சுந்தராணி காவ்யானி ரிக்தஸ்தானம் பூரயத். You have to pick. का वदति? नपिने भगिनी वदतु, अनन्तरं तृप्ति भगिनी वदतु.
रचितवान्.
कालिदासेन सुन्दराणि काव्यानि
रचितानि.
रचितानि. भवान् सरस्वतीं डैश् परीक्षार्थं गच्छतु.
सरस्वतीं नमितुं नत्वा.
सरस्वतीं
नत्वा परीक्षां गच्छतु.
कमला शिबिरं डैश् सिद्धा अस्ति.
सिद्धा चालयितुं
सिद्धा अस्ति. अग्रिममासे बहवः विरामदिवसाः
इति अहं ऊहे. दिवसाः विरामः दिवसः भवेयुः.
उत्तमं.
पण्डितेन सम्मानं डैश् स्वीक्रियेत् स्वीकरोतु स्वीक्रियताम्. पण्डितेन स्वीकरोतु. पण्डितेन तृतीया विभक्ति. सो स्वीक्रियेत् क्रियतां स्वीक्रियतां लोट् लकार. कर्मणि लोट्.
पण्डितेन सम्मानं
स्वीक्रियताम्.
You have to watch out. They have given in Karmani, so it cannot be swikarotu. तृप्ति भगिनी. विभक्ति रूपम्.
परशुरामः आवरणे दत्तस्य पदस्य उचितं विभक्ति रूपं लिखतः. ओके. जमदाग्नेया पुत्रः. जमदाग्नि. Okay. This will be Hari Shabdaru.
Correct.
Right? Hari. Jamadagni na. Correct?
What vibhakti will come here?
Shashti vibhakti will come. Shashti vibhakti. Of. Okay. Of Jamadagni. Don't remember, Bhagini. I'll just check. See it.
It is Jamadagnehe, Harehe.
Harehe. Right.
Next one.
Yeah. Next one. Yatrikaha Kaveri Godavari Krishna iti snanam kartum ichchati. Punya nadi. Okay. Dvitiya vibhakti. In these yatrikaha, the travelers would like to take bath in Kaveri, Godavari, Krishna, these rivers. In the river. So Saptami vibhakti.
Vachanam?
vachanam, vachanam, plural, bahuvachanam.
Correct.
Punya,
So,
punya nadishu.
Very
Punya
good.
nadishu. Shukraha keshavasya एकनेत्रः अभवत्. शुक्रः केशवस्य ओके कटाक्ष केशवस्य कटाक्षः इस् पुल्लिङ्गः. सो षष्ठी विभक्ति.
How Shashti?
केशवस् what is the meaning, like Shukraha Keshavasya with Keshavas
With so
some bad this thing Ekanetra bhavati with his
Kataksha
cuts or
means
something.
through it.
Curse.
No, Kataksha means his glance. So,
Okay, glance.
so
Okay.
with, you said with. So
with
it will be
Katakshena.
correct. Katakshena.
Aham pratidinam namami. Matri bahuvachanam. Aham pratidinam mataram matri shabdah. So this will be object. So dvitiya vibhakti. Mataram namami.
What is given vachanam in the bracket?
Bahuvachanam. Okay, bahuvachanam. So mataram. The same, it comes as prathama vibhakti, no? Too bad in this. You don't remember, Bhagini, Shabdaru.
Mata, matarau, mataraha, mataram, matarau, matruh. So it will be
matruh. Matruh. Shikshakaha chhatranam namani smarati. Okay. The teacher remembers the name of all the students.
Correct.
Sarvesham.
Correct. Very good. Sarvesham chatranam namani smarati. You can also say sarvanam. Chatra can be there. That is also correct. Sarvanam chatranam namani smarati. That is also correct. Satkaryam.
Satkaryam. Punyaya kalpate.
Punyaya kalpate. Satkaryam punyaya kalpate. Correct. Very good. Samyak Bhagini. Radhika Sundar Bhagini. Sandhim karotu.
Bahu adhikam. Bahu adhikam. U plus A. This is L. U plus A is there. So,
Bahvadikam. Very good. Dakshina ayanam.
Dakshina plus U plus A is so Dakshina
Maha udadhihi.
A plus U. Unasandhi. So O will come. Maho mahodatihi. Next one is Eka plus Ekam. A plus A. A plus A is Vidhilin. Ekaikam. I will come. So Ekaikam. Grihe plus Asmi. A plus A. It is Purva Rupa Santi. So Avagraha Sinnam Asti. And instead of A, we will replace as Grihesti. Here, S symbol. Grihesti.
Astina, Asmi. Make sure you write whatever word is given here, make sure you write it there.
Okay. Grihesmi. Next. Tasmai plus etat. I plus a. This is Yantavanta something. So I plus a is I. So what ma E plus A will become A. So tasma
Etat, correct. Very good. Excellent, Bagni. Very good. Kanakavalli Bagni, agre karotu. This is just vichedam.
Atra plus eva atraiva. பாலோத்சவக பால சாரி அத்ரைவ வந்து இந்த விருத்தி சந்தினி பால
ask for sandhi nama, so you can just say
okay பால பிளஸ் உற்சவக பாலோத்சவக வித்யா பிளஸ் ஆலயக வித்யாலயக பார்வதி பிளஸ் உவாச்சக பார்வத்யுவாச்சக பார்வத்யுவாச்ச.
ஒரு நிமிஷம், அங்க சஹ is not there.
உவாச்ச.
So say this correctly.
பார்வதி பிளஸ் உவாச்ச.
பார்வதி தீர்க்க.
பார்வதி பிளஸ் உவாச்ச.
உவாச்ச. அவசரப்படாதீங்க, மெதுவா சொல்லுங்க.
ஓகே. இது யாந்த வந்த உபௌ பிளஸ் அபி.
வெரி குட்.
அப்புறம் மத்வாதினி மத்வாதினி மது மது பிளஸ் சாரி ஆமா மது பிளஸ் ஆதினி
ஆதினி. வெரி குட்.
ஜலே பிளஸ் அஸ்மின்.
ஜலே பிளஸ் அஸ்மின். வெரி குட். வெரி குட். சமயக் பக்னி. அதோ தத்தானி பதானி பிரயுஜ்ய வாக்யானி ரச்சயத. சரள ரூபேண லிகேயுः. So make sure that whatever pada is given here, you can just say sarvani grihani sundarani, sarvani pushpani sundarani, mala manibhihi bhavati, aham samskritena vaktum shaknomi. Shaknomi is there, so it should be with aham. Saha griham agatya bhojanam kaditavan. So after coming. Saha danam datva gatavan. After giving. Balakena mandiram gantavyam. So because gantavyam is there, the pada should be in napumsakalingam. So gantavyam mandiram. Make it three words, 4 words. That's it. Don't complicate the sentences. Likhati, likhita, chinoti. Chinoti.
Chinita.
Ah?
Chinita.
Aha. Chinoti, chita. Chitaha, chita, chitam. So likhita, chita. Vadati, uktva, patati.
Patitva.
Anukaroti, anukritya.
Samgrihati is samgrihya. Samgrihya.
Sangrihya. Ing.
Sangrihya.
Sangrihya. Patati, patet. Santi.
Syuhu.
Syuhu. Khadati, kadhyatam. Nayati.
Niyatam.
Shrunoti, shrotavyam. Janati.
Jatavyam.
Ikshate, ikshitum. Kujati.
Pujitum.
Kujitum.
Pujatum.
Pujitum.
Pujitum.
Tumun pratyaya, no? Ikara.
Okay.
Patitum. Kujitum. Khaditum. Very good. Vibhajya prayogaha. Sishuhu nidrati. Sishuhu nidram karoti. So you split this. Saha vedham adhite. How do you do the vibhajya prayogaha? We did this in pravesha. Adhite becomes Anybody?
सः वेदम् अधीते सः वेदस्य अध्ययनं करोति.
Very good. सः वेदस्य अध्ययनं करोति. तक्षकः वृक्षं काष्ठं
चिन्नति.
चिन्नति.
छेदनं.
Correct. So
cutting. So वृक्षस्य छेदनं करोति. But काष्ठ
again
should be काष्ठस्य.
वृक्षस्य काष्ठस्य छेदनं करोति. So I think tree wood, that is what it means here. Uttamam Bhagini. So here Dvitiya Bhage Sasandarbha. We will do this on Thursday. I think we will just go through a couple of Sasandarbham on Thursday. Again, just keep it short. But it is from Raghuvamsha Kavyam, which you can probably say which chapter of it, who said to whom, and then what context. You can just keep it simple. Samskritena lekhitum prayatanam kuryuhu. Try to write this in Sanskritam. Even if it is, you have to use couple of English words in between because you are not able to recollect the Sanskritam word, it is okay. Again, suktehe arthaha, we have all done this in class. 1 line, 2 lines of sukti artha in Sanskritam. So you have to write 2 here. Very straightforward. Don't waste time in doing padavibhagaha, anvayaha, or don't waste time writing in Sanskritam and writing in Tamil or English. Write it in Sanskritam and be done with it. That's all. Don't do last time when I was grading the paper, people had done both Tamil and Sanskritam, not required. If you know Sanskritam, that is good enough. Ekasya shlokasya anvayam tatparyam. So you can, to make the anvayam accurate, you can do the padavibhagaha first. You can write the padavibhagaha so that you do the anvayaha correctly. Padavibhagam likitva, anantaram anvayam likitva, sarala samskritena tatparyam. This is such an easy one, the first one. Last one is also easy. This is from the first chapter. This is from the last chapter, I think. Samasyaha samadhanam kim iti likhat. So you have to explain the samasa. So tatena katitam natena iti militva likhamaha chet vinayena saha likitavan. You can write tatena katitam putra. The father told the son, you write as per my order. It was not written by the son, but he also did not disobey his father. How? You have to do the natena together. So vinayena agataha pandavaha sarve. The avagraha chinham is missing here. So you can explain that. Saranameva. I think they have given the helper box here. Ashaya dash dasyate dash sarvalokasya prathama pate eva santi. This is a very common, one of my favorite subhashitams. Papan nivarayati yojayate hitaya guhyam niguhati gunan prakati karoti apadgatam chana tyajati. What does it come? Jahati sanmitra lakshanamidam vadati pravadanti santaha. So at least the first 6 chapters, the 2 Subhashitams, try to by heart as much as possible. Definitely, usually from the first 5 there will be one, the second 5 there will be another. Apatitava bodhanam. The exam was easy. It's a very tricky, simple sentence, quite tricky.
Pariksha is the exam.
परीक्षा सहजम् अस्ति.
Wrong. Jayanti Bhagini, what was the error there?
परीक्षा सरला अस्ति.
अत्र परीक्षा सरला अस्ति. Saralam, saralaha will be wrong. Pariksha sulabha, sarala, asti is also wrong there. Why, Bhagini?
Oh, was. Okay. Asit.
Asit. Pariksha sarala athava sulabha asit. I wrote answers for all the questions.
Aham. सर्वान् प्रश्नान्. प्रश्नान्, I mean, प्रश्नान् उत्तराणि लिखितवती.
What is wrong there? Srividya Bhagini, what is wrong there?
So it will be the sarva shabda. So aham sarvesham prashnasya uttarani likhitavati.
What is wrong there?
Oh, illa wrong there. Sarvam, okay, it will be the sarva shabda.
Aham sarvesham.
Sarvasya prashnasya.
Questions.
Oh, questions. Okay, I got it. Aham sarvesham prashnan uttarani likhitavati. Prashnan. Prashnaha, prashnan. Illana.
How did you get sarvesham?
Sixth vibhakti. All.
But then why are you saying the questions in second?
Sarvesham prashnanam uttarani likhitavati.
Even though it is for in English, this translates to Sashti Vibhakti. So all questions, this all becomes the Viseshanam for questions. So aham sarvesham prashnanam uttarani. So Jayanti Bhagini, I wrote answers. I will write that first. Aham uttarani likitavati. Now, in your translation, Bhagini, you mentioned aham sarvan prashnan uttarani likitavati. How will you translate that?
Sarvan is second.
Sarvan is second. Prashnan is second. Uttarani is also?
Uttarani. Answers. That also.
Is second. So then you know what the mistake is, right?
Yes.
You are saying, I wrote all questions and answers. No, you did not write the questions. You wrote the answers for all the questions. So write the Kartrupadam, write the Kriya Padam, write the Karma Pada, and then you will be able to qualify here. Aham Uttarani Likitavati. Aham. What did I write? I wrote the answers for the questions. So all questions. Aham Prashnanam Uttarani Likitavati. But all questions. So Sarva Shabda. Sarvesham Prashnanam Uttarani Likitavati. So that will give you a clue that you cannot have multiple objects there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Daya Bhagini?
There will be no class next Saturday. Shanivasare Varshva na bhavishyati. But for next Agrima Shanivasare,
correct. Agrima Shanivasare Vargaha na bhavishyati. Uttamam. Let us go somewhere for vacation.
Vacation. Holiday can we say? So Virama. Viramaya.
Artham. Viramaya or Viramartham.
Kutrachit Vayam Gachama.
Vayam Viramartham Kutrachit. Somewhere. Kutrachit Gachama. Very good. Please join for Siksha course along with me.
Kripaya Maya Saha along with me. Register and Siksha
Yojayatu or Panchikaranam Karotu. That is also.
Panchikaranam. Okay. So Kripaya Siksha Kaksha or Varkaya Maya Saha Yojayatu or that Panchikaranam Karotu.
Very good. Siksha Vargaya Maya Saha Yojayatu. Very good. Uttama Bhagini. Sishakam Deepavali Makara Sankrantihi Kartika Deepotsavaha. Oh, everything is festival based. Chitram Drishtva Panchavakyani. They've given Gajetra Moksham. I did it in one of the classes. Yeah, so revise the Pravesha part with respect to Vibhakti, Upapada Vibhakti, Vibhajya Prayoga. There will definitely be questions, some questions related to the previous level, because they want to make sure that your foundation is strong, right? So definitely, pretty much these days in Samskrita Bharati exam, you get something related to what you have already learned in the previous level. Nappine Bagni, Prashna Hastiva.
இந்த விசேஷண பதம் அந்த கொஸ்டின் செகண்ட் இதுல ரோமலேட்டன் செகண்ட்ல அந்த அதித்யவ் அது வந்து சுபதித்தவ் அதுல வந்து ஆன்சர் என்ன சொன்னான்றது பாத்ரபத மாசே நம்பர் 4. ஸோ வந்து சங்கியால வர்றோம் அது பூஜையா மக சுபதித்தவ் வந்து நத்யவோட சப்தம் சொன்னீங்க த்விவச்சனம்னு.
It is like Mati Shabdaha.
Mati Shabda, Matyav. Mati, Matyav. Dvidiya Vibhakti அது. Matyav. Mati, Mat. இல்ல அதான் துதியா விபக்தி திவ்ய வச்சனம்.
How is it Dvitiya?
Mati மத்யவ்னு வரும்ல, சுபதித்தவ்.
தமிழ்ல எப்படி சொல்லுவோம்?
நாளில், நல்ல நாளில்.
சோ நாளில் அப்படின்னா என்ன விபக்தி?
செவன்த் விபக்தி.
செவன்த் விபக்தி. So why are you saying Dvitiya?
So நதி நத்யவ் அந்த இதுல யோசிச்சிட்டேன். அண்ட் இப்ப ஆன்சர் வரும்போது நான் ஃபோர்த் நான்காவது நாளில்னு வரும்ல.
நான்காவது நாளில் அப்படின்னா பூர்ண பிரத்யயம்.
சதுர்த்தியவ் சதுர்த்தியவ் சுபதித்தவ்.
சதுர்த்தியவ் எப்படி வரும்?
சதுர்த்தி வந்து நான்காவது.
சதுர்த்தியோட சப்தமி விபக்தி பிரயோக
சதுர்த்தி, சதுர்த்தியாம்.
சதுர்த்தியாம் भाद्रपद मासे चतुर्थ्यां शुभतिथौ सिद्धिविनायकं पूजयामः.
धन्यवादः.
वेरी गुड.
Yeah, I rose my hand. I had a doubt, Bhagini, regarding those, the translation when we have aham, maya, mahyam, mam, all that.
like how to differentiate. That is what different situations. Some few examples what you have given. All those I studied, but I'm not very confident with that.
So in general, anything that is giving will be mahyam. When I am the doer, it becomes aham. When I become the object, I will become mam. The only tricky one will be when the English sentence translates to have. I have a headache. I have no money. It will be Sashti Vibhakti Prayogaha. Mama Shirovedana Asti. I have headache. I have no wealth. Mama Samipe Kimapi Danam Nasti. Right? And then whenever the emotion, as always, is with respect to Vishwasaha, all that, it will be Mai. Mama Mata Mai Vishwasam Karoti. Right? So, in me, she has trust in me. Mama Mata Mai Snihyati. My mother shows love in me. She loves me. So, that will be Sashti. So, the aham will be when I am the doer. Aham karomi, aham gacchami, that I am the doer. When somebody is doing something on me, saha mam pashyati, he sees me. Amba mam ahvayati, my mother calls me. I become the object. Maya saha is easy, along with me. Third is easy. Fourth one, whenever there is dana kriya, when it is ruchidatu, mahyam rochate, maduram mahyam rochate, ruchidatu, it will be chaturthi vibhaktihi. I think mat is okay. From, no, so that is okay. Sixth will be when the English sentence translates to have. I have, I don't have, she has.
Okay.
That will be Sashti Vibhakti. And all the special emotions would be Saptami Vibhakti Prayoga.
Okay. Thank you, Vidhilin. Thanks a lot.
Samasya you can explain in English. In the Pustakam itself, it is given only in English and Tamil, right? So, whatever Samskrita pada need clarification, that you will write in Sanskritam. Na tena, na adikam tena, na tena is equal to vinayena. With humility, you can write. Vayam kritavantaha eva Samskritena slide madhye api asti lekitum shakyate chet likeyuhu.
Namaskaram, Bhagini. This is a Pravesha question. I did not attend your Pravesha class, so I'm not very sure of one thing. This Yada, Tada and Yarhi, Tarhi. I always feel both of them fit into a sentence most of the time. So how to differentiate?
Daya Bhagini, I was just clarifying this to her a couple of days back.
Okay. I was thanking her because she asked this doubt so that you might explain it that. Okay, anyway, I was also making the same mistake. Yadi Tarhi is if there is some uncertainty about the event happening, or that is, it will broadly, it might still look like both may fit, but then if the options are there, if there are two sentences, and one of them looks like it is sure to happen. Like, for example, when this happens, when I'm hungry, I will eat. But the other thing is like more like, if I get time, I will come and meet you. So, so when and if, it's more like that. So yada tada comes when there is a when this happens, that will happen. When it rains, the peacock will dance. So, but if there is a headache, I take the tablet, or if there is a pain, I go to the doctor. So here the action and the consequence may still be related, but the happening of it is not
certain.
sure.
Okay. Okay.
So in
Okay.
general, anything related to an event, the sun will rise, right? Vasanta Kalam will come. The rain will rain. So these are all events which are sure to happen sometime, right? But me going to temple, there can be a person who never goes to a temple, right? It may not be a definitive event that happens. So I take it as like anything which is related to nature, which is likely to happen, is like when then.
Okay.
Yada vrishtihi bhavati tada mayuraha nrityati. It's
Nrityati.
nature related. Now me going, coming, me meeting somebody, me having headache, me helping people, all these are a possibility.
Okay.
It is not nature related. So that at that time you use yadi tarhi.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Dhanyavadaha, Daya Bhagini.
Dhanyavad.
I was just clarifying this to her a couple of days back. अन्य प्रश्नः अस्ति वा?
Yeah, Bhagini, this Samasya questions, it carries 3 marks. But sometimes it is like we have only one sentence or 2 sentences to write the answer as. Like the example you were giving, the one which was in the question paper, na tena.
No, you have to explain the shloka, right? Whatever the verse is, you have to explain that by reading the shloka. So you have to explain it. You have to say one father is asking.
What is the fault?
He is asking to write the patram. Now the son, the second line indicates that by the son, the letter was not written, but at the same time, he did not disobey his father. So there is a contradiction. How can he not disobey and then not write at the same time? Samasya is you read the na tena together. Now you can explain again. When we put na tena together, na tena likitam. He wrote with humility, hence he did not disobey his father. It can come up to like 8 lines, Bhagini. Initial explanation, clarification, and the restructured meaning, right? After you restructure it, what is the actual meaning?
Okay. Understood, Bhagini. Thank you.
பத சங்கிரக விவகாரிக சப்தா அதெல்லாம் எதுலயுமே கேட்கவே இல்லையே மேடம்.
I think pada sangraha was here, no?
பத சங்கிரக கூட விவகாரிக சப்தா அந்த இந்த இதெல்லாம்
pada sangraha is here, no? This is here.
இல்ல பத சங்கிரகம் இருக்கு, ஃபேமஸ் 6 அந்த மாதிரி இதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கேட்கவே இல்லை.
This time they have not asked. Sometimes they'll give odd, sometimes they will give match, sometimes they will give the word and ask us to write the corresponding Samskrita word. So like there is no set pattern with respect to Samskrita Bharati, right? Within the portion they are well within their limit to ask anything which is related.
Okay. மோஸ்ட்லி நாங்கெல்லாம் பண்ற தப்பு எப்படிலாம் என்னென்ன ரெக்டிஃபை பண்ணிக்கணும்னு கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்களேன்.
We will do that on Thursday, Bhagini.
Okay, thank you.
I think I've covered most of it. Enga vanda you mistake between Sankhya and Purna Pratyantaha, where you go wrong between Vidhilin and write it in Karmani-prayoga, while Vidhilin should be in Kartari. And then the ending of Visheshanam. I think most of them I've covered today, Bhagini. I've mentioned the places where we'll quickly do that as well on Thursday. Chatushloka is also the same. They might give the Chatushloka and then they might say Varnanam Karotu. So what is the Hasyam there, right? Subhashitam, you can by heart. What do you mean by shlokas? What shlokas? Sukti also, you just need to know the meaning. Subhashitam, you by heart because sometimes they don't give the helper box. I don't know what the pattern has been in the last few years. Prayah atra manjusha sahayatah taya riktasthanani purayatu iti bhavati. Shlokas about Tulasi and cow. Na avashekam agni. Just know, I think it's okay. Astu. Guruvasare punaha milamah. I think assessment 8, 9, 10. Uttarani dattani. I need to give dhatum avashyakam bhavati. I will send those in the next couple of days. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.